Okay, welcome everyone. Can you believe it? We are week 9 of the 90-day challenge already. It's been progressing through pretty quickly. We've had some people getting some fabulous results with the 90-day challenge. So what we're going to kick off with is the recognition for people that have been doing some awesome things. So we'll get right into it. So this is the recognition for the week, the 21st to the 28th of July. So we have a few new directors. And sorry if I don't say your names right, if these are you. Ito, Sos Samajit, Donald Tomeling. So congratulations to all of our new directors. Did I say that really badly, Fernando? I just want everyone to say congratulations to all of our new directors. Yay!
Oh,
Fantastic work. I'll have to get some lessons in how to see the Filipino names properly. I could see Fernando laughing when I said that.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, and we also have a couple of new Director 300s, Anna Slow and Elizabeth Smith. So let's give them a big round of applause. Way to go. Fantastic. Love it. Then we have a new Director 700, Claude Ayob. So let's give Claude a big round of applause. Yay! Fantastic work. It's so awesome to see people making it happen. Okay, so let's just moving on. So we also want to recognize our top enrollers for the week. And as you can see in 5th place, we had a massive tie of people enrolling. So we had Alina Graham, Vincente Papason, Deborah Carter, Leslie Comless, Lorna Golombik, Jen Cooper and Jeanette McDonald, Di Shalevsky, JLK and Ivan Bortic in 5th place. Tying for 3rd place, we had Anna Slow and Dawn Stewart. And 2nd place, Judith Guru. I've spelled your name there, sorry, wrong, Judith. And number 1 enroller for week 8 is Kelly Moore. I think she did 12 enrollments. Let's give her a big round of applause. Okay. How fantastic is that? 12 enrollments. Way to go.
Amazing.
Yeah. So we'll be contacting you, Kelly, with your prize.
That's the beauty
that you'll get for being the top enroller. Okay, so we want to also recognize our top contactors, the people who are in action and they're like contacting people, sharing about ASEA with them. So we have number 5, Anne Hilarious Ford, number 4, Robin Senden, number 3, Pam Lobb, number 2, Jules Opperman, and in 1st place we have Colette Garside. Let's give Colette a big round of applause in the UK. Fantastic. So Colette's been in this spot a few times. So well done, Colette, on reaching out to people. Okay, so Reach for the Beach. I hope a lot of you are still committed and wanting to reach for the beach. This is the incentive available just for Australia and New Zealand. Sorry, Fernando, there's not an Asian incentive at the moment, but I do hear rumours that one may be coming soon. So we have Richard Ayob is actually 1st prize now. So he's got a room for 2, a $1,500 US travel investment and $250 US in ASEA gear and products. And I fully expect we'll see Richard in the grand prize by the time that this is out. 2nd prize, we don't have, nobody's qualified for 2nd prize yet. 3rd prize, Julie McDonald and Sasha Demidov. And so they've got the trip, a room for 2, 500 US travel reimbursement and $250 worth of ASEA products and swag. So let's give them a big round of applause. Way to go. Fantastic.
Yes, hi, Mum. How you doing?
And these are actually, Richard and Julie and Sasha are actually the only people in ASEA so far that have qualified for this incentive. So well done. So you can be next. So this is the leaderboard, what the leaderboard is looking like for just our team as of the 28th of July. So you can see there's Aaron and Kelly Moore, super close to qualifying for the trip there, just 900 more volume points and they'll be qualified. And we also have quite a few other people on this first page of the leaderboard that are getting super close to qualifying. So, keep getting out there, sharing the molecules, the people you've enrolled during this incentive period. Make sure you're contacting them and, keeping them on their auto ships because that all counts towards your volume as well. And with continuing the leaderboard over here on the next page. So we've got more people, these people need a few more enrollments, some more volume. And some more people. So you all have the opportunity to continue to work over the next couple of months. We're only halfway through this incentive. It runs through to the end of September, and qualify for this trip. And ASEA trips are so amazing. So you do want to, stretch yourself to qualify for them. This is the details of what you need to do. So to qualify for third place, you need just 15 enrollments and 5,000 volume. So this is, generating around an extra 295 PV per week. So because we're halfway through, you'll need to have that a bit higher. But yeah, so keep working and trying to get to this reach for the beach. Okay. Last week's isn't in Jeannie's library yet, but I will be getting that in there tomorrow. We were away on holiday in Bali having a great time, and I didn't actually take a laptop. Yay for me. I think it's the first time I've taken a holiday without a laptop. So I actually didn't really do much work. I just responded to a few messages on my phone, which was fantastic. So you can find it all under courses, 90-day challenge. So I'll get that off and get them put in there. I can't actually do that myself. So next Monday, we're going to have our call at the same time. We're going to have special guest next Monday, Trish Swenkler, who is the #1 income earner in ASEA and is the only presidential triple diamond in ASEA. So make sure that you tune in to hear from Trish. Really amazing to hear from her. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to cover a little bit about sharing your story on social media. So this is a way that you can reach out and touch and impact more people. So this is just a little bit about digital around the world. So there's actually 7.5 billion people in the world, and 4 billion of those are internet users. And 3.1 billion, so nearly half of the world's population, are active social media users. Okay, so that's pretty phenomenal. Unique mobile users is 5.1 billion, and active mobile social users are 2.9 billion. So the total active social media users is 3.1, and actively using it on social media is 2.9 billion. So it shows most people are accessing social media on their mobile device. So that's something important to think about. So if we look at the internet penetration by region, we can see Northern Europe has actually the highest internet penetration of 94%, followed by North America at 88% and Australia at 69%. So, that like these people in these countries are very much online, and you can see that, most of the world, like a lot of the population is online. Southeast Asia, 58% still on the internet. So really high use of the internet. So I just got a little bit of, Facebook is still probably the biggest social platform that has the most engagement. And it's the one that I know a lot of people in our team are on, and that they are like regularly checking. Like we have a lot of Facebook groups and things like that to help you stay connected with ASEA and what's happening. So I just wanted to share some things about global Facebook reach and engagement. So the average post reach compared to total page like and engagement based on total post reach. So you have to be doing things really regularly, because not every post is going to get good engagement. So you can see, that, there's like different reaches for different types of things. So video engagement is a little bit higher. So 4.2% for all post types, but 5.2% for video engagement, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that means it's 20% higher engagement. So whereas a photo post is 4.42. So you're going to get more engagement for video. So a bit scary, I know, but like the Facebook lives, they really, really do get a lot of engagement. So I'm going to just go through some ways that you can share your story on social media. So some of us are doing a course at the moment on, expanding our reach on social media. And it was really interesting. I was talking to someone at the course with Clay yesterday, and he'd been at Eric Worre, and someone who was at Eric Worre had enrolled 1,900 people personally through Facebook. Like phenomenal, right? You can reach out to a lot of people through social media, and they don't have to be in your local area. So it's about creating curiosity and giving people a reason that they want to connect with you. And sometimes you might feel like not a lot is happening when you're on social media. You're not getting a lot of engagement, but people are always watching you. So this is a post that I did in April when I was actually on a social media course, and I was sharing about my story, about, you know, what ASEA had done for me without mentioning the product's name. I generally don't mention the product name because then people can go to Google. And I did this post, and it was a bit about my story and my health transformation and, you know, what the opportunity had done for me. So you can see that this got 29 comments and 6 shares, which is quite good engagement compared to other things I post on my page. But the interesting thing is that some people that I had spoken to, one lady who I'd spoken to very early on when we started ASEA, which was about 3.5 years ago at the point that I posted this, actually sent me a message when she saw this post and asked me to get some products. So, you know, I'd spoken to her about ASEA. She had been watching me for years, but this was the post that got her to contact me. And also a second lady who we had met at our chiropractors maybe 3 years ago. So we'd been doing ASEA for a little while, not that long, maybe 2.5 years ago. And she had some really significant health issues. And I mentioned, well, you know, this really helped me with that. And we connected and we became friends on Facebook. I friend everyone I meet on Facebook if they let me. So she'd been watching what I was doing. And this post also got her to contact me. And she's been ordering the products ever since April when I put this post up. So from that one post, 2 people engaged on the product. So pretty powerful, right? And they're people I'd spoken to in person, but this is what actually got them over the line and said, yay, I'm going to actually try the products. So pretty awesome. I'm going to give you some other examples of what people are doing to share their story on, or to share other stories on social media. So Kayla Brannon, she's doing a lot of Facebook Lives, and she's approaching different people in the team to do Facebook Lives and like doing interviews with them. And it's, you know, really, really great. She's getting great engagements. You can see this one's got 30 comments, 4 shares, 516 views. You know, it's really engaging people into getting a really good reach on social media. So super, super awesome. And this was one where she went live with Sharon. She's done one with myself, with Justin, with Miriam. So she's been doing lots of different Facebook Lives. And this can take a while to see this kind of thing pay off. This is another lady that's fairly, so this is a really interesting story. I'm just texting Trish back. She thought it was this week. So this lady, her name is Courtney Marie, right? And Miriam actually has never met Courtney in real life. She connected with Courtney on Facebook and got her on to ASEA products. Now, Courtney had a really significant issue with her skin and, you know, always wore makeup and things like that because of the issue with her skin. And she had this fantastic results with ASEA products. And then she's been starting to share that on social media and engage with people in that way as well. And she actually, this is not the post that she did, but she did a really vulnerable post of herself without makeup of what she looked like before using ASEA, and then 2 weeks after, which was super powerful. And she tried many, many things for her skin and, you know, has had a really big transformation. So these are just some different ways that you can do it. A lot of us are participating in our social media course right now. And I'm actually going to give you some homework after today's call. And one of the challenges in that course was to actually do a Facebook Live with a call to action about yourself, about your story, sharing what you are, you know, what moves and inspires you and what you want to share about. And this is actually Marion Turner, who is in Adelaide. And this was her Facebook Live that she shared as part of the homework from that course. And she actually had even gone to a bigger extent to set up a landing page with a giveaway for an ebook. So she's actually starting to collect email addresses and build a list that she can keep in regular communication with. So there are more advanced things that you can do on social media, but you just want to start really, really simple. So what the homework is going to be for this week is I want you to write out your story on paper or on your computer, however you like to write. Who do you want to serve? What pain point did you overcome or through a seer or through something else in your life, and what possibility do you want to give to others? So think about how you can connect and with others, and how you can be of service, and and be authentic. And like, if you really were in pain and suffering, share that with other people. Okay, so you get out and share that. And so keep that story somewhere. So remember I showed you my post, that was like a text post with a photo of myself in it. So keep your story somewhere. And then what you're going to do is I want you to like rip the Band-Aid off and to do a live stream on your Facebook profile, sharing your story. So write it out so you've got it kind of clear, and then get on and do a Facebook Live. And with a call to action at the end, like say, if you want to know more about this, send me a message, or like ask people to do something. Ask them to drop an emoji as you're sharing your story, so you're getting engagement and things like that. So I'm going to put a link in Shine Bright team, and I would love for you all to put, like, when you've done your Facebook Live, it'll have a unique link if you click on the post, and I want you to share that link in the comments thread for your Facebook Lives. And if we can all then jump on each other's Facebook Lives and like share some comments and some love with other people in our community. But I want you to all do that. And then I want you to interact with 2 interesting posts on Facebook as well. So like things that you're interested in, interact with them. Like share the love around, comment on people's posts, say what you thought was great about that, or ask them a question, things that you're interested in. So I want you to keep your story, okay? So you're going to do the live stream, because why I've suggested people do that is people are scared of like being on video, but it does get the best reach and the best engagement on Facebook. So I want you to just start doing it. You might not be great at it when you start, and that's okay, because you'll get more relaxed and, get more comfortable with it. Just imagine like post your text story. Sometimes you can do a fresh Facebook Live. You can tweak it slightly, like you might be talking about different aspects of your story, but like reposting that continually and asking for people to send you a message, to comment, to tell you what they like about it. Like always having a call to action at the end of your story. So I've actually reposted my story a few times since the first time I posted it, and got more engagement each time with different photos, or I've tweaked some things and things like that. So I will be setting up now, because like we're sort of moving into having a website and stuff, to linking it to that as well. But just for the start, just start sharing your story on social media and connecting with people, and like sharing authentically and, vulnerably what it's done for you, what C has done for you, and how it has helped you. So that's it. It's only a pretty short training from me today. I always seem to like go pretty short on my training. Let me see if I've got any questions here. The interact with 2 interesting posts. Anywhere, Jane, just interact with some posts. You might want to do more than 2, but just, start to get out there and, kind of like be engaged and be more active on social media, because it really is really powerful. And the last few people that I have personally enrolled are not people I know. They're people who I have connected with on social media in some way, through groups. What do you recommend as hardware for live posts? Okay, this is my hardware. Here, this is it. That's what I do. I just hold the phone like that and press go live.
You screen share. You're still on screen share. We can't see you.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Sorry. This is what I do, the hardware for live posts, okay? I'm going to demonstrate. Are you ready? Hello, this is Nicole. I am here. That's it. That's my hardware, like just my phone. And I just hold it. I don't have a selfie stick or anything. I do, but I hardly ever use it. I like to use the cool filters because they're kind of fun on Facebook. So I like often use like all of those silly filters that they have on Facebook, because I just think that they're fun. That may or may not be your thing, but I enjoy using them. I think they're a bit of a laugh. But yeah, not complicated. You don't need complicated equipment. You don't need a microphone. You don't need any of that, because if you think that you need all of that stuff, you'll just use that as an excuse to not do it, right? So just get your phone, and talk into it. You know, you've probably seen myself and Justin do them often. Like sometimes we do them when we're out walking. We'll just be like, right, let's do it. Or like literally sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm like, Justin, we're gonna do a Facebook Live. Come here. And he's like, what are we talking about? I'm like this. And then I just like hit go live. I don't give him very much notice at all or practice. So, but it doesn't matter.
I also like to do it when I'm inspired, when I'm feeling like I've got something of value I want to share and I'm feeling emotional. If it's a strong emotion, I know it's important.
Yeah.
And so I want to give that to the community really, and just inspire people. But just a little bit more, Nikki, would you just like to talk a little bit about sort of some structure and what people can say, how they say it, and why not to use the brand names?
Yeah. So you want people to engage with you, I think. And like, so if you like use the brand names and you're like always just saying Renew and ASEA, people are going to go and Google it, right? And you don't really want them to do that because the information that's out there on Google is not that great. It comes up with other associates' websites in the top, like on the first page, like where they can buy the products. So you really don't want people to be doing it in that way. You want to be sharing, you know, about what has transformed, like, and what are other people going to be interested in? Thinking of like, well, what are they in pain about? So like, you know, I have like multiple stories. So I can share my story about that I had chronic fatigue. And I can say that if I'm not saying the product name, right? I can say I had chronic fatigue. This is what it did for me. This is how my life was before. This is what, you know, my life has changed to. And I can just focus on that aspect. I can also focus on, you know, well, a few years ago, my husband had a business, it went bankrupt, we were in like financial devastation, and like I have been able to transform out of that. So there's different things that you can focus on in your story. So you can, you know, you're never going to run out of things to say, really. I don't think, I've posted that before, because like, you know, as you saw in those statistics, like particularly if you're posting from your business page, only 5% of the people are actually seeing it. So just keep posting it all the time and you'll get different people seeing it at different times. Janita's not sure where you're...
Nicole?
Yeah?
The principle of when you're posting is about creating curiosity, creating a relationship. So you want people to come back to you and have a back and forth kind of a message conversation. And you want to also talk about what's real for you, but it's going to relate to other people. So you're building a relationship there because it's relevant to them and it's of value to them that you've got a solution. But you're not posting your website so they go and buy straight away. You're not telling them to buy. You're inspiring them to contact you to find out more about how you solve the problem. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, we have a question down here.
Nicole, with the sharing of the story, I'm finding it a bit hard because I'm using ASEA and Renew for preventative measures and the skincare. I have seen results in different friends and now some clients. Yeah. However, I just don't know how to start it then.
Just share about that. Like if you know, what are you passionate about it? You know, like, you know, you want to protect your health. Why do you want to do that? Share that. And then share, look, this is what you've seen it do for other people. And it's amazing. Like, you know, like if you say, for example, like I have a friend, right? So this is a story that I could share. That was from when we very first started ASEA. I had a friend, she had massive injuries. She was in pain all the time. She had to take a lot of pharmaceutical medication. She had 55 surgeries and, you know, she tried a lot of things. She's one of our best clients in the shop. And then I introduced her to this new health technology. And in 6 weeks, she was completely off all her medications and like was pain free. Like that's phenomenal. And like she'd been in pain for years and tried so many things to manage it. So if you're someone who's in pain or you know someone who's in pain, reach out to me. I've got something that can help you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Simple.
And Nonka, in your situation, like, and in all of our situations, it's really just about digging deep and getting authentic to why is it that you do what you do?
Yeah.
Why do you think it's important for you to spend the money? How do you see the value in this as a preventative? Because you might have seen people that have been sick, or you might have family members that are sick, or you just have been educated and you know to be preventative is a wiser choice, to be proactive. So just talk about whatever's important to you, because that will resonate and relate to those people that relate to you. You just want to attract your own tribe, basically.
Yeah.
You can do the interviews as well, like Kayla has been doing.
Yeah, I was very inspired actually when I read that.
So here's a little tip. When you're doing Facebook Live yourself, hold your phone this way.
Yep, vertical. Yeah.
And when you're doing interviews with someone, hold it this way because that'll do the split screen side by side. So there's a little tip for new players. So this way, if you're just doing it, you know, like a Facebook Live, because it gets better engagement. People don't like to turn their phones around because people are incredibly, I don't know, maybe lazy.
Yeah, I learned that recently. Yep.
And this way for interviews because it looks, otherwise it's like a little tiny person.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, thank you so much.
Sorry?
Yeah, go ahead.
Also, if you're posting in groups, like a really great way to connect online is to start to join interest groups that you're genuinely interested in. If you like surfing, join surfing. You like gardening, join gardening. If you like crocheting, do crocheting. Whatever it is, right? But join those groups and interact.
Yeah, I'm in.
Thanks,
when there's conversations that come up, obviously it's health groups, and there'll be a lot of health discussions, right? But there's a lot of the time you're not allowed to sell in these groups or anything like that. So the only way to really do that is to connect with people outside of the group. So you might post your story in the group, but then and even then you've got to be careful doing that. But your call to action has to be more gentle, and then you might do private messaging back and forth. You wouldn't do it in the actual post or in the group. So that's another good strategy too.
Yeah. Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, you can connect.
And thanks, Nicole.
Yeah, you can connect with lots of people on social media. Like it really, like I have like friends that I've made. I've been in a lot of fitness and nutrition groups. This is like even before ASEA. And literally every time that we go to the USA now, we catch up with friends that I have made through these groups that I'm on. Like they drink ASEA now as well, that we've become involved with ASEA. So yeah, really, really amazing. Like, and that's like genuine friendships and connections I've made. And because of that, like, it's not just that they like are involved with ASEA now. Because of that, like Justin got to go and like hang out with all these guys and they're like $500,000 supercars one time when we were over there. Through someone I met on Facebook, which he was pretty happy about.
It's pretty cool. I've been in a Ferrari and I've been in an Audi 8 and, you know, been in some cool cars and went to Lamborghini shows, and these are VIP events, you know, and it was all through connections on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wonderful.
Yeah. So it's amazing what it can do like for your ASEA business, but then even beyond that. So really awesome. So when we go to convention, in just, you know, a month or so, we're actually going to catch up with one of the girls that I've met through Facebook, and like Justin's been over there without me and like hung out with these ladies as well. And they took him, you know, I think they took you to Malibu one time, right?
Yeah, for lunch and a picnic on Malibu Beach, and that was cool. Never done that before. It was fun.
Yeah. So it's pretty phenomenal what you can do. So you're just being authentic and sharing. And, you know, if you're struggling with something in your life, share about that too, like, and how you overcame it, you know, like, because people, they want genuine, authentic connections. People are engaging more content, like through like live videos on Facebook, through YouTube and things like that, than they are on television now. Because people like, they want like that authenticity. Not everyone, obviously there's like, there wouldn't be the Kardashians and stuff still in this world, but a lot of people, they just really want to hear from other people and about, you know, what their struggles and victories and dreams and passions are. So
and remember, this is not just about health. Like at the end of the day, we learn how to help people get what they want. You know, we have an opportunity to change people's lifestyles. And while there's a bunch of people out there that have got health challenges that are open-minded to trying Redox, there's a lot of people out there that are starting home-based businesses because they're sick of their jobs. Mm-hmm. There's probably, you know, just as many, if not more people that are looking for a financial opportunity too. So if you can tell your story in a way that, you know, is real and authentic and inspiring and relates to people, and that might be, you know, I just got sick of commuting 3 hours a day. I got sick of making someone else rich, and I just really wanted to invest in myself and have a home-based business so I could be with the kids sometimes. You know, like that's a good story. You know, it's just don't shut yourself out or block your audience by only focusing on health either.
Yeah, sure.
I'm I'm just going to show a few people. Janine has just asked what I'm not sure where I'm going with the post in Shine Bright as part of the homework. Oh my gosh, I'll just look at all those things there. Okay, so when you do your Facebook Live, if you just go to your wall, okay, go to your wall on your Facebook page, and this is easier to do this bit from a computer than a phone. I'm going to put a post. I'll put a post in Shine Bright team saying, please share your Facebook Live here. You're going to click on the date, okay? And then once you click on that, that's that in the URL at the top, that's the unique link to that post or that Facebook Live. So you're just going to copy that and you're going to paste that into the comments of the post that I do in Shine Bright team. And then people, if you want to like support and everyone and comment on their posts and help them like, you know, get some engagement, because if you have engagement on your post, that increases your reach on Facebook. You just click on that link in the comments and you can go straight there and add a comment to that person's post. So hopefully that's clear. Does everyone get that? Any questions? Yeah, Justin said I shouldn't be. I know, Justin, I couldn't close all my chat boxes down. I don't know why they keep doing that. Okay, so that's it for today's call. So thank you everyone for joining us. And next week, don't forget we have Trish Schwenkler coming up next week, which is awesome. We've only got like, you know, a few more calls left in the 90-day challenge before a lot of us head off to the ASEA International Convention. So we've got Trish Schwenkler coming up. We also are going to have, we've got a very special guest coming up in August, Dr. Darren Weissman, who is an international best-selling author and a platinum with ASEA. He's going to be joining us for one of our calls as well, which is really exciting. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you for your commitment to ASEA and commitment to helping others through sharing the molecule.